I'm around 500 watts, 500 whiskies, and I'm located exactly at about 60 miles west from the capital, Paris. 60 miles west from Paris. QSL, Mr. Dill, back to you.
QSL, the 60 miles west from Paris. QSL. Yeah, I copied you much better that time. If you want, I want to try to switch to my other antenna. I have a vertical antenna. I don't know if you'll hear me better on the other one, but I'm curious to see if it improves. Over?
Yeah, you can try it. You can try 5x4 on the last over.
Okay, I'm on the vertical antenna right now. This is a Stereo Gainmaster vertical, 24 feet in the same place as the other antenna. Over?
It's much better now. 5 and 7, 57 now. QSL Dill.
Okay, all right, I'll stick with this antenna then. The dipole I can hear a little better because it has less noise. Since I'm right in the middle of the city, there's a lot of radio noise, a lot of electronic noise, and the dipole antenna is much quieter. But anyway, it's sunny here in San Francisco today. It's about 15 minutes to 12, and I'm actually surprised the conditions to Europe are still holding up because usually it cuts out around 11 o'clock. We've had a lot of openings into Europe this week, starting from around 7 a.m. and into around 11 o'clock or so, and it seems to be still holding up very, very good. And okay on the FT 950, the Fox Tango 950, it sounds very good. In case you missed it, the radio here is a Kenwood 950, Sugar Delta X-ray with 150 watts. Over.
Yeah, QSL, very good job deal with the Kenwood 950, and the vertical antenna, very strong. I know the problem you have. Today we had a very strong noise on all the frequency, on all the 11 meter. It was very noisy due to a very strong propagation in all directions. So I know the problem with the dipole, QSL Dill. For your information, the propagation with the West Coast is open for 2 hours or 3 hours ago now. We can heard some signal very strong from there. My local time here, it's let me see, it's a 7:45 in the evening. And today we had a very good sunshine. It was sunny, and we had about 16 degrees Celsius. It's not so strong, but a lovely sunshine today, this afternoon. QSL Dill, back to you.
Yeah, QSL 100%. You came up to a 5 and 9 now when I was listening on the dipole, so your signal is getting stronger. And yeah, we usually have sunshine here now the past week during the afternoon because we're right near the ocean. It gets cold in the evening, so when the evening rolls around, the fog comes in and it stays until the morning. And then during the afternoon, it all burns off and we have sunshine. So yesterday was kind of cloudy. It was cloudy and it almost rained. It didn't really rain, but it was very damp, very foggy, very high humidity. But that's the way it goes sometimes here. But today the sun is back out, and I'm hoping it stays that way. I'm supposed to go to a birthday party for a friend of mine in Berkeley tomorrow. So we hope the weather is good then too. And as I said, I'm right in the middle of the city, just 2 blocks from the City Hall building, from the San Francisco City Hall building. And I live in an apartment, so I'm on the 2nd floor of the building, and the antenna is on the 4th floor. And because I'm in an apartment, I cannot run a very big antenna or a lot of power, so I cannot put up a beam. So I have to make do just with the dipole and the vertical. But the conditions have been so good recently that even with this compromised antenna system, I still get out very well. Over.
QSL Dill, thank you very much. Yeah, I know the problem you have with the antenna in an apartment. I have the same problem as you. Myself, I'm living in an apartment in the suburb of Paris, but at the present time, I am to my parents' home when I can go there every weekend to transmit because this is a big house when I have some place to put the antenna. I have a tower, 18 meter, a big tower, telescopic tower, 18 meters high. I can put it high, very high. But in an apartment, it was not possible in Paris. I know the problem, and I'm very sad when I can see on the cluster decay some very good spots during the week, and I can't transmit over there. Sorry. Apologize me, Dill, for my English language. You know, it's not my mother language, so I apologize me for the mistake sometime. Back to you.
Oh, no problem. Your English is just fine, and now your signal is even stronger. Now you're at 10 over 9. A long time ago when I was a child, my mother sent me to the Lycée Français de New York, so I learned how to speak French a little bit, but that was many, many years ago, and my accent and my vocabulary are pretty much gone now. So I can follow along when people speak French sometimes, but, native French speakers, they speak very quickly, and sometimes I have a hard time following when they're talking very, very fast, and they use a lot of slang. But usually if I can follow along, but to speak is a bit of a problem for me because I often find myself thinking, well, I know this word in English, how do I say it in French? And then once that happens, I get stuck. But nevertheless, no problem at all, and you're sounding very, very good here now. Over.
Oh, merci beaucoup. Je peux parler lentement et tu comprends quand je parle français. Hi. Yeah, you can speak slowly. I translate. You can speak slowly in French. You understand. So, okay, very nice, Jill. Okay, my friend. Very nice contact with your station. I'm very glad to be able to make contact with California. It's always a pleasure to talk to some guys over there. I have many friends in California and also into the west coast of Canada. It's always a pleasure to speak to there. I like the weather. I like you live in a beautiful place, of course. It's very nice. Okay, Mr. Deal, I won't be long before the propagation going down. I would like to try to make some other contact. I know that there is a few stations from French Polynesia also on the air, so maybe I can try to make the contact with them also. So my best regards to you and yours, with your permission. I appreciate the contact with you, and I hope to talk to you soon again with the same condition. 5 and 9 on your last over also, Deal. It was very, very nice to speak with you. Best wishes, merci beaucoup, mon ami, et à très bientôt avec grand plaisir. À bientôt, Deal.
Oui, à bientôt. One quick question before you go. I have a friend who is in the area here who you may have talked to. I'm just curious because he has a very nice station and he talks to Europe all the time. Have you spoken to Larry, World Radio 006, or sometimes 2 Echo Tango 006? Are you still there?
Yeah, sorry. I have a strong cure in Mexico now. Could you please try again your question?
Yes, I'm just curious. Have you ever spoken to a station? His name is Larry, Lima Alpha Romeo Yankee, and his call sign is 2ET006. 2ET006.
Yeah, I know this call sign. I've spoken with him in the past, I think. QSL?
Okay, yeah, I kind of figured you had. He has a very nice antenna system. He's local to me here in the area. He has that 8-element cubical quad, so I kind of figured that you would have heard him on the air. All right, thank you very much for the contact. I'll let you go. The propagation is still holding in there, so I'll let you make some more contacts. 73s, and hope to catch you out on the air again. Au revoir, Unit 248, San Francisco. We're clear.
Yeah, merci beaucoup. Thank you very much, Mr. Dill. 73 is my pleasure. 73 is 248, 599, over.
QSL 73.
I'm looking for the West Coast. Is there any other station from there? CQ Pacific, CQ West Coast. Here is 14AT599, over. Yeah, 2 Sugar Delta 555. Thank you for your call. I didn't remember the name, but I think we have spoken before a long time ago. I don't know if you are from Monte, but I know your call sign. Thank you very much for your call. Back to you. QSL, my friends. 555, 599 returning. You are 5x3, 53 with QRM on the last over. Very nice to talk to you today. As I said before to Mr. Dill, the propagation is very strong, and I have a very good condition at the present time. QSL. QSL, my friend, I thank you very much for your courtesy. I forgot to remember you. My personal name is Eric, Echo Radio India Kilowatt. You are still 5x3 on the last over, sorry. And I will try to make a contact, as you said, with the Pacific area if it's possible. So thank you for your courtesy, and hope to talk to you soon, maybe longer the next time. Enjoy the DX and have a good weekend also. 2 Sugar Delta 555 14AT599, over. QRZ again, secure the West Coast, secure looking for Pacific area. Here is 14 Alpha Tango 599 Europe, calling over.
This is 2ET006.
Oh, Echo Tango 006, very strong. I didn't see your report, but very strong. Good evening, no, good afternoon, sorry.
Good evening, right back to you, Mr. 14AT599. This is a 2ET, yeah, I'm getting mixed up. 2 Echo Tango 006. The personal name is Larry. That's Lima Alpha Romeo Yankee. And the location is a few miles northeast of the city of San Francisco, QSL.
QSL, Larry. QSL, my friend. Thank you very much. I just talked to 2 Sierra Foxtrot Radio 248, Mr. Deal, and very close from you maybe, and also from California, very close from San Francisco. So you are 9, 5 and 9, sometime plus 10 dB. The first personal here is Eric, Echo Radio India Kilowatt, but we have spoken before during the August, during the summertime, and I remember that you record you record our QSO, and I saw our QSO on the YouTube. Sorry for the English. QSL, Larry.
Oh yeah, I do remember. I do remember the QSO, Mr.Erik. Yeah, that was matter of fact. I believe that was probably one of the. Let's see that. Yeah. I do remember that was that day when we did have that QSO. That was the first bit of any kind of European conditions that we've had over here. It was for a long time. I mean, but I do remember the QSO, and the video is on there on my YouTube page also. And I have been recently. I have been uploading many videos, so there's a bunch of them on there right now. But it's a good copy over here today. I do copy about a 5x5, sometimes a 5 and 7 over here to the West Coast. And I don't know if you remember the working conditions here. Where it was a 8-element cubicle quad in a Fox Tango 2000, and right now is 200 whiskeys QSL.
QSL Eric returning. I know your equipment. It's fantastic job. Very good audio report also, and my compliments again. I remember I'm using a Fox Tango 950 with a 5-element, only a 5-element jack beam high height, and I'm running around 500 watts at the moment. 10 dB of the line, very stable and very loud modulation, very strong, Larry. I don't know what kind of propagation you have with your antenna system, but I think it's very nice. Are you able to make maybe European stations get a long pass during your evening time? Is it possible? Have you ever tried to make the contact with on the long pass? Sorry, back to you.
You know, I have before. It is tough. It is very hard, and usually what it is, it's by that time of the day, going with the antenna long path, I do have my antenna turned over the Pacific at the time, and usually late in the evening, in the receive here, I do copy 41, 43, some 201, 17, 172. Those guys are pretty loud over here. I'm pretty late into the evening. So every so often I do, but it's not too often, because late in the day there's always always many stations on frequency. But the times that I have worked Europe long path has been close to midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock a.m. here. So that's what 9 or 10 o'clock a.m. Your time. But it does happen, but not too often. QSL.
Yeah, QSL, Larry. Yes, I made a contact with 17 Division. It's not the same, I know, but it's quite close, if I can say that. On 9 o'clock a.m. GMT time, 9 o'clock a.m. in GMT time this morning, and I think it's quite possible with this kind of propagation. I heard them with a strong report, so I think it's possible sometime. So, as you said, you have to be not so. It's very late for you. I know it's very late. Okay, Larry, QSL, back to you.
Yeah, okay, Mr. Erik. Yeah, it does happen, but and I am around the radio that time, and every day before I do turn the radio off, I do give the antenna one last rotation and make a few calls just in case, just in case to see. So I'm sure you know how that is. But anyways, Mr. Erik, I don't want to tie it up, and I know you guys are looking for more West Coast contacts, so I'm sure I'll catch you out there later on some other time. 14AT599, Mr. Erik, this is 2ET006, and I'll say 73s and catch you later on. QSL?
QSL, Mr. Larry, 006-8599, returning for the final. I appreciate the contact with your station as usually, if I can say. My pleasure again, and always hope to talk to you soon again with the same condition. Very nice radio report, and very pleased and very kind station. My best regards to you and yours, Larry. I wish you a pleasant weekend, enjoy the DX, and see you soon again on the air. 73 is 2ET006 14 Alpha Tango 599 73.
Okay, Mr. Erik, and look for the video too in a few days. I will upload it so you can see it, but very good copy today, so it'll be a good one. Okay, well, 73s, and I'm QRT for a second.
Thank you very much, Larry. 73. Nine from Quebec, Jeffrey. Go ahead. Good evening. Oui, Richard. Merci beaucoup, Richard. Attention, pas d'autres indicatrices, Charles. Ok, Richard, 59 plus 10, je suis dîné sur la côte ouest, pourtant, bon, c'est pas tout à fait, il n'y a pas une grande différence. Et merci pour le report. Ici, le prénom est Eric. Echo Romeo India Kilo, sur la Normandie, le département 27, là, à peu près à 100 km à l'ouest de la capitale, Richard. Tu es fait? Bien pris, Richard. Hein. Plus 20 dB au dernier passage, ça fonctionne vraiment très bien. La côte est, ça fonctionne bien. La côte ouest également, là. Donc, on va essayer de faire les amis sur la Polynésie française et également la côte ouest, là. Des États-Unis et du Canada également, qui passe. Voilà, Richard. Je te remercie de l'appel. À très bientôt avec grand